Just 2 clicks, and it's perfect.
What is up, homies? My name is Felix and I'm here back again with another video for you all today. And yes, you did read that correctly. Today we're going to be trying out the new Kyle Beats plugin, also known as 2 clicks and it's perfect. Again, but this plugin's actually free, so that's why we're trying it out here today. The only things I know about the plugin is that it's called Spaz, I think, and it's a distortion plugin, and it's got some weird character on the front of it. And also Kyle Beats has made like a plugin company that's just called like 2 Clicks Audio or something. So it's good to see that he's embracing the whole, 2 clicks kind of meme thing. So yeah, make sure you guys check out my Instagram, my SoundCloud, down in the description below, along with the playlist of songs I produced, my Beatstorm, my Discord, all that stuff. Go check it out if you'd like to do so. And now we can get into this video. Okay, real quick, you guys gotta let me know what's your preferred headphones while wearing a hoodie method. Option A, over the hood here. Option B, underneath the hood. Option C. Okay, so this is what the plugin looks like, but I already have one complaint. The fact that you can't resize the plugin. I think some of you guys told me how to like manually resize your plugins before, like somewhere in the settings or something. But it's usually nice to just kind of have a little thing in the corner that you can grab and like resize the plugin. So if you could please fix that for me real quick, Mr. Kyle Beats, that would be really nice. However though, here's the plugin. It's got this little weird guy with the mohawk. Kind of reminds me of one of the little guys from the movie Gremlins when they get water on them. But yeah, basically there's like these different parameters right here. There's this little knob that just adjusts the overall level of the distortion. And it probably looks a little bit laggy. I don't really know why, because you can see the CPU usage is only at like 7%, so it shouldn't really be lagging like this. Maybe it's just because I'm recording at the same time, but I don't know. Basically, there's this knob here, and then there's this little thing, which I don't know what this does. It just changes the type of distortion, I guess. But then if you switch over to this thing, this right here looks a lot like the drip plugin, if you've seen the drip plugin. It's kind of like the same thing except for it's green. But I guess we can just test this out on like some samples or something. I don't know. Also, one thing I noticed is that if you go in here and turn the graphics off, this kind of laggy stuff stops. So that's a pretty nice thing to know if you're having some issues with the lag as well. Okay, so I got this loop here that I made. Cool, pretty swag loop, but let's see how it sounds when we put this little Spaz plugin on it. Alright, so if my calculations are correct, we should be able to only use 2 clicks, and then this should be perfect. So, that's 1, and that's 2. And now it should sound exactly the same. Just kidding, I think what they mean is 1, and then, click one of these, and that's 2. You know we gotta go with Nuts first. Nuts has gotta be our first preset that we check out here. Let's see how this sounds. It sounds horrible. Okay, I know this is not really like the purpose of the plugin. A distortion plugin usually isn't gonna go on your main melody, but let's just see if any of these actually do sound good with the melody. So there's a couple presets in there that were just kind of like a filter or something. Like I think this one is like a filter, and then not that one. This one is kind of filtery. But yeah, I'm thinking we try this on like some 808s or something like that. That might sound good. All right, so I just shift up this simple little drum pattern here. It sounds like this. Just something really simple, and we're gonna see if we can throw this Spaz plugin onto the 808 and make it sound nice and juicy and distorted. Actually sounds pretty good, not gonna lie. Let's see if we can figure out what this little Spaz button actually does. Honestly, I don't really know what it's doing. I'm gonna have to turn my headphones up for this one. Okay, it sounds like when you click the button, it just gives it like a slightly different like distortion profile or something. One of them sounds a little bit more mono than the other ones, and they're kind of just like slightly differing like EQs, I think, something like that. But I'm gonna just try out a bunch of presets and see which one sounds best. Not that one. This preset really messed up the melody, but I think it sounds really good on this actually. That's actually pretty decent. I like that one. So far, the presets I like best for 808s are this one here, the Ace one, this Love one, Yeah, this one's hard. I like this one. This one's probably my favorite 808 preset. And then this Rage one was decent. This Panic one is also pretty good for 808s. Alright, so another thing I wanted to try is to add some guitar, like with this preset on it, just to get a little distortion, overdrive type feel. So let's plug in a little guitar here. Perhaps I can use this new guitar that I have here and set up yesterday, and then broke the high E string. Alright, so I know it's out of tune, but I'm just gonna add this Spaz plugin here and see how it sounds. So yeah, after fiddling around a little bit with the guitar with this plugin on, I've discovered that none of them sound good on guitar, except for maybe like one or two. The one that I'm thinking of in particular is this one right here. This Roar preset is actually really, really good. As you can hear, it's like the right amount of distortion, sounds really good, really clean. Also, there's maybe a couple more that kind of sound good. Not this one for sure, but to be honest, it's not really that great for guitar distortion. Like even if you take a preset like this, that's just like horrible, and you turn it way down, it sounds like okay, but the thing is that this little knob here, it's basically just like adjusting the volume of the effect that it's putting on it. So you're not really actually changing the sound, you're just basically turning down the volume of the distortion. But I would say I'm more of like a rhythm guitarist because I do like playing some nice, you know, melodic 7th and 9th chords. But to be honest with you, a lot of the presets actually do sound pretty nice over some lead guitar. If you do a little something like this, maybe. And this is just like a random preset that I decided to play on. But I also noticed that this one right here, the Love preset, that was really good on the 808s, would sound really good on a bass guitar. Unfortunately, I don't have a working bass guitar to test it on, but you can kind of hear by this little, you know, this little demo, that would probably sound good on a bass guitar. So yeah, honestly, it was probably not really intended for, you know, guitar playing kind of stuff, but some of the presets do actually sound pretty good for guitar. And it's kind of interesting to me how some presets sound really good for one thing, but they sound really not good for another thing. Like one preset that works for an 808 is not going to be the same preset that works for your guitar or for your, you know, melodies or for whatever else you want to use it for. So it kind of makes it to where you have to like use the right tool for the job, you know? So yeah, honestly, I don't really have a whole lot else to say about the plugin. There's not a whole lot there. It's basically just a distortion plugin with a cool little character on the front of it. As much as I do love presets, I'm not really a huge fan of the plugins where it's like only presets and you have no options to like customize your sound or anything. And I know there's like the changing the type of distortion it is, like the 3 different presets, and then also, you know, turning it up and down. But like I said, the volume knob doesn't really change the sound that much. It only just like lowers the volume of the distortion. And then the 3 different distortion types don't really change like a whole lot about the sound. However, though, there is definitely a couple presets in here that I do quite like for, you know, distortion type effects. I don't really use distortion for a whole lot of things. The only things I really use distortion on are the things that I showed in this video. But yeah, honestly, I do have to say I'll probably use a couple of these presets for 808s and stuff in the future. I'm really not disappointed with the plugin, to be honest. Kyle Beats, you know, gets a lot of hate for the whole drip plugin thing, but I do definitely respect what he's doing, and I very much appreciate the fact that this is a free plugin, because the drip plugin was a little pricey in my opinion. So yeah, my final thoughts on the Spaz plugin is that I'll probably use it maybe from time to time. It's not like a must-have, use it all the time kind of plugin, but it's definitely a niche little distortion effect that you can use on your 808s. It'll probably be a cool alternative to Camel Crusher to use on your 808s. So yeah, I'd probably rate this plugin like 6 clicks out of 10 because it's not like, you know, right in the middle, super average. It's like a little bit above average, and you definitely could use it from time to time. So yeah, good job, Kyle Beats. I respect it. Link will be down below if you want to go check it out. You got nothing to lose. It's completely free. Also, make sure you guys check out my Instagram and my SoundCloud down in the description below, along with the playlist of songs I produced, my beat store, my Discord, all that stuff. Go check it out if you'd like to do so, and I will see you guys next time.
Let's go. I can't let these demons in my head. Got these niggas hating, they upset. Yeah, walking in this bitch, I keep my tag. Yeah, wake up every morning feeling blessed.